Good morning, everyone. Today we're checking out a brand new video from TrueGreen7 of him and 5 other Poketubers designing a Pokemon from the same description. Now, I'm actually not sure if it is him with 4 others or if it's 5 that he has called out. But either way, let's hop in and see what they can create from the same description.
Hey guys, Ron here, and you've seen me bring together 4 artists to make some new Pokemon, and you've enjoyed the videos where I assemble a bunch of Poketubers, they give me random attributes, and I have to create a Pokemon based on these uncoordinated traits. I mean, if you haven't, then make sure to check those videos out after this one, because now it's time to combine these concepts and have the Poketubers create their own designs. In this video, I will randomly generate a bunch of attributes like a Pokemon's type combo or environment, and the 4 Poketubers I invited will have to figure out how to create Pokemon.
So it is him so it is him and 4 others.
Based on these random traits. I want them to finally experience the struggle that I had to face. Once they hand in their designs, I will redraw their Fakemon in the official Pokemon art style, and even throw in my own design into the mix. And the guests will have to vote for their favorite without knowing whose Pokemon was whose. Let's see if the winner is one of their Fakemon, or the one that I secretly made. Make sure to leave a like if you want to see this become a series, and subscribe to know if and when a part 2 comes out. But before I begin, I'm going to turn today's sponsor, NordVPN, into a Fakemon. If you don't already know, a VPN keeps you safe and private while you're browsing the internet by covering up everything you do online. Nobody will be able to see what you're up to or where you are, because using NordVPN with the click of a button, you can change your IP address so that websites think that you're in a completely different country, giving you access to, let's say, all the Pokemon episodes that haven't debuted in your home country's Netflix catalog. Use my link, nordvpn.com/truegreen7 to get Nord, so that next time you're shopping online, I don't know, looking for super awesome Pokemon merch, and there's a discount that is only being offered to a different country, you can use NordVPN to access this once-in-a-lifetime deal. Now, lately, I've been looking up a lot of images of Lopunny for video-related purposes, and I don't want anybody to assume otherwise. So NordVPN has got me covered as well. And over the last few years, scam emails have led to various Poketubers getting their channels hacked, and NordVPN will help prevent that from ever happening to my channel. If you want to browse the internet or share files in public, then you'll need NordVPN to protect you. To drill this point straight into your head, I created this Ice Electric type Pokemon called Nordazzle. This friendly and defensive Pokemon lives in mountainous areas, creating beautiful displays of light. In battle, it creates a bright wall made of ice particles and electromagnetic fields to protect itself and refract the foe's moves. It's based on NordVPN's logo and protective capabilities. Now, if you want me to get another opportunity to evolve Nordazzle in a future NordVPN ad, then please head down to the description and use my link, nordvpn.com/truegreen7, to get a huge discount on a 2-year plan plus 4 additional bonus months. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to worry about. That's nordvpn.com/truegreen7 to get the ultimate protection, as if Nordazzle was by your side. Alright, to begin, I'm going to randomly generate the attributes for me and my guests.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, I don't know what the attributes are gonna entail, but I'm kind of hoping it's something along the lines of, like, just like this Pokemon looks like a stick figure.
Super excited to see what I can come up with here, because big fan of Pokemon.
I'm not very good at this. I don't... This is gonna be interesting.
Let's see what we are working with.
Environment: jungle filled with glowing plants and mysterious sounds.
Ooh. So off the bat, I'm already thinking of like Limwood Tangle, kind of something like that.
I was gonna bring up a type that wouldn't work in a mysterious jungle, but honestly, all the types work.
Personality: stoic and wise.
Like a wise guru type Pokemon.
Originally, I was thinking of something more zany, but like stoic and wise also kind of works for someone who would like isolate themselves and just meditate or something in the jungle.
Okay, something in like an old sort of mage, but then again, he's a poison fighting type, so I don't know if that really fits the mage vibes. I'll have to keep Gandalf tabbed. We're gonna come back to that.
It could be like a Tensei, it could be like a Yoda kind of character that fights.
Oh god, it's a poison fighting type, so I'm thinking Okidogi, Toxicroak.
If a jungle is filled with glowing plants and mysterious sounds, something's poisonous there.
Ooh, I got an idea.
I guess point of reference in terms of actual poison types.
This guy could just be covered in mushrooms, or it could be covered in like poisonous berries. I mean, it's not a grass type though. Fungus, we can still do fungus because that's not necessarily a plant.
True.
So it doesn't have to be a grass type for it to have mushrooms on it.
Really good attack. Not so great special attack. Okay, yeah, the mage idea was a Frank, what do you stupid.
Some decent speed, nothing crazy. Definitely not great on the special side.
That just reminds me of Okidogi stats, to be honest.
I mean, so he's not the fastest, but he hits hard. So this really could be like a sensei, a Pokemon that you can seek out to train you.
A sloth
I got my
would
own
be
kind of idea.
amazing.
ability, Intimidate.
It looks very intimidating because like he knows his stuff. He has his strengths.
It could still be small, but it has maybe like patterns that look scary. I mean, it's gonna be in a glowing, mysterious jungle. It having wild patterns that look scary could totally make sense.
But how do we make a sloth intimidating?
Colors. Okay.
I don't know. It's gonna. Let me think. Hang on. Let me cook. Let me cook for a second.
That's the sort of color I would see on like a belly of a Pokemon.
Or the underside of a mushroom, which makes sense with that color. Red makes sense with mushrooms.
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind when you think of poison fighting is just like a dirty brawler, like a guy that just fights with the most unethical morals you could possibly imagine.
Okay, yeah, there's a problem with a sloth, all right? Because with a sloth, that speed stat kind of doesn't work.
But to be stoic and wise, like that gives like a sense of maturity, like you don't think that guy's gonna be like roughhousing behind the Arby's, like.
Oh man, I have to take a second and think about this.
Like, okay, wisdom can be intimidating. If we think about it from like a Smithsonian sense.
They train under a
waterfall. Kind of right about
something like that, maybe.
A mushroom hat instead of, those traditional hats, like the rice farmer hats, makes a lot of sense.
Because it's a jungle, I'm also thinking like a monkey.
But that's also like kind of boring.
Hold up.
I'd go
Jimmy Neutron
Amphibian.
Brain Blast. I got it. He's poison and fighting because the wisdom he imparts is manipulative.
What if we do a poison dart frog, but we make him buff as hell?
Let's just be honest, he's a sinner. Man, I don't know. I mean, this is, can you tell? Like, and how am I gonna draw this? Oh my god.
Honestly, I came into this thinking I'm just gonna draw a lizard, because listen, I love reptiles. Okay.
I'm almost thinking like how they have like that steroid pig on Family Guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe he is a wizard. Maybe he's got like a staff. And it's like a poison staff. And like the staff is like bigger than him, right? Like that's what gives him the intimidation factor. So he has like this wizard staff.
Okay,
that's actually more of like a physical weapon that he uses to hit people.
He's
and it has like a poison tip, and it's like twice the size of him.
This little poison dart frog, he ain't so little. He's causing all kinds of mischief in the forest. I actually can't wait to see what Ron does with my draft that I make.
Alright, here we go.
The Fakemon I decided to go with was Komodo Dragon. That's fighting style is Drunken Fist. I decided to call it Dromodo or Dromodon. Don't know which one I prefer. I kind of like Dromodo more, but it's basically Drunk Dragon and Komodo. I just really like Komodo dragons. There's a zoo near me that I go to pretty often as a Komodo dragon. It's Chester Zoo. I love it. And the Drunken Fist fighting style, I actually first learned about the Drunken Fist fighting style from Dead or Alive, Brad Wong from Dead or Alive. And then I watched Naruto and I saw Rock Lee also do that. And I fell in love with the fighting style again. And I was talking to a friend about it and they were like, okay, well, as like they're drunk off of the...
I kind of heard about it through a Recreo video when they were doing the scenario of can they survive Dragon Ball.
Poison, I was like, genius. Dude, this is just coming.
And they actually got Tedda Strong and Greg Sipes in that episode. Like, if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. They got literally... they got Kevin Levin, a.k.a. Beast Boy, a.k.a. Greg Sipes, along with Tedda Strong, a.k.a. Twilight Sparkle, a.k.a. Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, a.k.a. Raven from Teen Titans, a.k.a. Timmy Turner. Yes, I know a lot about the careers, but come on, they're great people. Like, check it out if you haven't. Recreo may no longer be around as an actual channel, but their videos are still up. So enjoy them.
Together
you never know.
Well. And it fits because Komodo dragons actually have venomous saliva in the real world. Komodo dragons actually live in trees until they're like 4 years old, I believe I was told. Mostly to avoid conflict. And that kind of like goes into the Pokemon I designed here. And yeah, despite having the Drunken Fist fighting style, they're quite nonchalant, they're wise Pokemon. If I had to give it ability myself, I would maybe turn like normal moves into poison moves or something. Like, so we have poison as Dizzy Punch. I don't know.
But I'm going to check out Callum's design. Hopefully, I can do something with it. I would love for me to not have to change anything, honestly, but I mean, something's going to have to change, probably proportions. We'll see. I'm nervous. Oh, hey, so he went in the lizard route. Of course he went in the lizard route. Oh, Drunken Master. I mean, we have to all go in some kind of martial art, so it makes sense for a sensei. This is actually a really good drawing. I don't really have to change much. I'm going to make it look more, like, slightly more defensive, like more padded. And he did a good job in incorporating the colors. The colors make total sense for both a Komodo dragon and the colors that I gave him. Oh, that's so cool. That's smart. perfect for this kind of challenge.
Yeah,
I mean,
very well.
I may barely even change the pose. It'll just be maybe a slightly different angle. A 4'11" kind of monster that looks like this would be intimidating. Signature move is a poisonous dizzy punch. Damn! Cal knows how to make a Pokemon.
All right, what did the asteroid make?
I ended up going with like
Oh my lord. He is not an artist, but he tried so hard.
like a really just toxic
I'm
old
sorry.
man that like Pokemon in the village would go to for advice, but secretly he would be like poisoning the knowledge supply for like his own gain and control. So I
like a
built him
false
out with
cult
like
leader.
this huge staff because I wanted him to be like a tiny little man. But I also wanted him to, like, I wanted to, like, feed into, like, you know, obviously him having the ability to intimidate, and him having a high attack stat. So I gave him this huge, like, weapon, kinda, just
Like
like,
a big old paintbrush.
it kind of gives, like, mage vibes, but he's not really a mage. He's just very wise. I actually did put literal poison on there, but the poison is also a metaphor, you know? We'll see what Ron ends up doing with it.
Frank has a lot of creative
Oh,
outlets.
boy.
He has a lot of experience on his channel making creative stuff. But I don't know what his like traditional art skills are, so we'll find out now. Bert! Bert! Oh, so he went with the staff. Okay. This will be fun. Thank God, way less, not a lot of detail, so I can actually, you know,
Yeah, you
expand
can go
upon a little
wild
bit
for this.
to make it work. But one arm. Am I saying one arm? Hey, future Ron here. No, it actually has a very thin black arm. He's secretly using his inherent trust for malicious reasons. I wanted someone short. The colors are fun, and that color, that dark teal color for like a humanoid Pokemon makes
That
total
is
sense.
pretty good.
I hope I'm interpreting that thing on the mouth as a beard. I can very much picture the
I can see
pose
that
I
as
want
a
to
beard.
have in mind, basically balancing on that brush. He didn't even mention what that thing is. It's a scythe. I'm interpreting that as a brush.
What?
I asked him what it was. It was a scythe. I'm gonna have to also now
Scythe? I thought that was like some kind of brush as well. It doesn't look like a scythe.
design the actual runes, you know,
I'm
and
sorry.
symbols on the brush. It's a scythe because I see. Yeah, it's dripping paint. It's dripping like berries, perhaps poisonous berries or something. I'll have to make the sunglasses make sense biologically instead of him actually wearing sunglasses. Because
Oh,
this
but
is drawn by
just add
someone
on
who
a design.
doesn't have experience making Fakemon. There's stuff here that I would never do, but now I get to actually do them, but make sure it works, you know? Bert's fun. Now the question is why I changed the name, because here's the thing. Again, we're gonna show the other Poketubers these Fakemon, and when it says Bert there, I don't think they're gonna be like, nah, that's Ron's Pokemon, Bert.
So the Pokemon I came up with
Ooh.
was Tamatox from Tamarin, like Tamarin monkeys, as well as Tox from Toxin, since, you know,
I
it
was
is a
thinking
poison
it was
type. That
Spider
is its
Monkey.
primary typing. And something that came to mind was like an old sage, like a tribal sage that has like, you know, paintings and markings, and maybe that can come into play with like the glowing plants that are part of the environment. Maybe it uses those plants to create these markings, or maybe it even consumes it to give it its poison abilities, or just obviously add to the color.
I like the idea of using nature to both paint the designs on him, but also resulting in him getting the poison type because he is literally painted in poison.
That it has. And then the monkey that I primarily based this off was the Tamarin monkey, which, for those who haven't seen it, they're these little monkeys that actually have like these whiskers that look like beards. They have like these long white beards. But also the Slow Loris was inspiration as well, since this Pokemon's speed stat isn't that great. In order for it to be intimidating, it has to be like at least, you know, average human height or so. So I think that'd be really cool. And if you notice like the pose that I gave
Maybe.
it, the idea is that like it would always be posing, or its primary pose would be like hands on its knees, kind of like leaning forward a bit, kind of like staring at you, very stoic, very menacing. It was
very
a fun
big
way to
eyes.
try to combine everything together.
Hey, yo! Ooh, I actually really like this art style. It looks like it could work in an actual, like, show. Tamatox, so it's a Tamarin. So we got monkey now. We got lizard, we got little creature, and we got monkey. Okay, good. No overlapping. That's really
Yeah, we got lizard, we got thing, we got monkey.
good. Sage Pokemon looks like a sage. I really love the use of the colors. He actually went primarily white on this one. It's a Tamarin, Slow Loris, Old Sage. Honestly, say no less. I get it. Question is, if I keep it in that pose, it kind of looks like his arms are on his knees, almost like a sumo wrestling stance, which kind of works with a fighting
Oh,
type. I know
yeah,
it's not a
it
sumo
kind of
wrestler.
is
Now this
sumo
one sucks
style.
because I have to actually draw the fingers now. But no, this works. I'm gonna make him also like bend a little bit, like in a sumo pose, so that means his mustache will dangle a little bit, which will be very fun, very dynamic. You have a good eye for where the colors should be. Oh, okay, I do see patterns on the stomach that kind of look like an evil eye. Other than that, in terms of actual design, this one
kinda.
works a lot.
Okay, here we go.
All right, y'all. My Pokemon is Pugna. This is
Oh, what?
the poison dart frog, but a really buff one. This is a
Oh,
Pokemon
deal.
that all other creatures of the jungle respect. It's also supposed to be a little bit silly. Something about my preference of Pokemon. I like Orthworm. I like Quagsire. I like the silly Pokemon, the kind of ridiculous Pokemon.
that's
The
perfectly
Pokemon that
fine.
make you say like, wow, they made Stonejourner. What a silly looking guy.
Oh, hey, so we got Chameleon. It's a frog. So we got two
Frog.
lizards, but completely different lizards. So now this is Chameleon with big muscles. It's a frog with
It's a
big muscles.
frog.
He did the colors correctly, I think. Wait, it's a poison dart frog. I thought it was a chameleon. That makes more sense.
That took him a moment.
It's a common creature in the jungle. It makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna have to exaggerate the muscles. I really will have to take inspiration from his inspiration, the modified pig from Family Guy, and he made the head basically have a separate form from the body, and frogs normally do not have that. That's why I thought it was a chameleon. And he gave him like bloodshot eyes. Do I keep that? I'll probably look at Venusaur, what Venusaur does.
Yeah,
the
that
lines on the
frog's,
muscle.
like, pissed
Do I
off.
keep that, or is that just extra embellishment to help us emphasize something? Like, is that actually what he wants in the final design? The lines on the fingers go outside of the outline. Is that something that you keep in the design, or is that just like because of his artistic skill? Hopefully, Josh
don't
likes my
know.
interpretation.
I'm so excited for this.
Let's look at Pokemon number 1.
And oh my
Here
god,
we
it's
go.
Dromodo! And they actually took the name Dromodo. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Damn.
That's pretty
Damn.
good.
Okay, bro's big.
Oh my goodness, hello.
Whoa.
That is pretty
That
good.
looks really cool.
I like
oh,
it.
shoot.
Yeah, this is completely different from whatever I made.
He's alive.
He
He's going for like a
lives!
crank. I don't know if that's intentional.
But yeah, those colors work really well with it. That's so cool. Okay, wow.
Lives in the treetops. They don't interact with other Pokemon often. Dromodo pass the time by consuming their own venomous saliva. Ew.
Getting
it's
intoxicated
useful.
as a result. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh, he gets drunk. Oh, he gets
Yeah,
he
he
gets
gets-
sloshed on his own
He gets crunk.
supply. Okay.
This explains their drunken fist fighting style. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see the pose now. Okay, that's awesome.
Oh my God, it's Rock Lee. Oh my God,
Kind of.
it's Rock Lee.
Despite
Kind of.
this,
Deep down, this Pokemon is nonchalant and incredibly wise.
however, Dromodo will only fight to defend itself.
I'll be honest, I don't know if this is a Pokemon I particularly would use.
I know I've only seen one of them so far, but he's my favorite. I mean, simply for the Rock Lee reference.
Oh, I love the Rock Lee inspiration. That is really cool.
I definitely dig the shiny. The shiny's fun.
Wow, you actually brought it to life.
That shiny is pretty good.
I've not drawn in years, so my drawing
It's pretty much just switching the gray for green and the red for purple.
was definitely ugh.
All right, Pokemon number 2.
We have Acidic.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oh, the one singular black arm. Oh my god. Oh, but this is actually pretty good. And now that does look like a scythe. It doesn't look like a freaking paintbrush.
Oh, I really like this guy. Oh my goodness, this is really sick.
You know what? I guess since all these monsters have the exact same stat spread, I can move myself down there so that y'all can actually see the shinies. Alright, let's go.
This design is very fun.
Oh,
This
this is
is.
mine! Yes!
Yep.
Oh, he's so cool!
It's
You all
but
have the same category? I didn't know that. Oh my god, wait.
Whoa,
Roasted
what's
knowledge.
this? Holy crap.
This is genius. The fact that we all have the same category and we have we have to come to the same conclusion.
Oh my God, I love
Yeah.
him.
I see the beard action. That's so cool. It has a scythe.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
the one black
Like the little
arm.
sunglasses kind of give me like Master Roshi vibes because he has the beard and the shades.
Oh, he is the
Oh, yeah.
best, dude. I love how he's riding the That's so raw.
Cool, and he's 1'2". He's tiny.
The decision to have him ride the staff was a good call. It's very confidence-inducing. I'm a big fan of that.
Pokemon come to Acidic for his guidance due to his age and wisdom. However,
Yep.
it's been discovered that Acidic is actually supplying the jungle with misguided wisdom.
As a manipulation
lying.
tactic to further his goals.
Oh, he's an evil little dude. Okay.
It has fashioned
Yeah,
a
yeah, I guess
poison
it is
lace
evil.
wooden scythe to use against his foes.
Wow, this is really original.
Oh my god.
Kind of is.
Its name is a combination of Acidic, Ascetic, Solitary Monk, and ASCII. Oh,
But yeah, Ron came up with the name. I originally named him Bert.
Oh, and there's like
Yeah.
these kind of interesting markings on the scythe as well. Wow, this
All
is
of
very
markings
original.
mean anything.
That's really creative. That's really creative.
I have zero qualms. That is a phenomenal redesign. It's pretty much exactly what I had in mind.
I think the only thing I would say
Yeah,
is
pretty much.
Intimidate doesn't really fit this guy as much as it would maybe fit Dromodo.
Yeah, the fact that he like rides the staff. I mean, it just seems like he has like such a control over balance, you know, and like that extra level of mastery just makes him like that. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. I never would have thought of it myself. Nice touch.
It
I
is
like
a very good touch.
I really like this one. This is my number 1 so far. This is really cool.
Pokemon number 3.
Alright, here we go.
Whoa, that's my guy!
Yeah, look at that
Tamatox.
monkey.
Oh my god, he looks so cool!
Tamatox?
Whoa, Tamatox.
Ooh, look at that shiny.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. That's a burly man.
Wow, this is way better than what I originally came up with. Okay.
That shiny's actually
Oh,
pretty
and
fire.
look, it has.
I like that it's like
Oops,
flowing. It looks a lot more dynamic.
And look, it had a hidden ability.
Like, I mean,
Malice.
obviously, kudos to you, Ron. You
Merciless.
know, great Pokemon artist. Really great job of bringing this to life.
Known for its stoic demeanor, Tamatox stands firm with a battle-ready posture.
Always prepared to defend their territory. Tamatox thrives in jungles filled with glowing toxic plants,
Sorry.
drawing strength from their venom to empower their attacks.
The toxins Tamatox release can weaken opponents, making it easier to strike them down.
Can never go wrong with a good monkey Pokemon. I think this is probably like
pretty
one of
good.
the safest.
No, yeah, he's given Zarude, he's given Infernape, which, I mean, those are both high compliments.
I feel like this probably fits what I would imagine first when I think of just the description that we were given.
The
the
attributes
poison
were
fighting?
just yelling
Yeah.
old man.
I think this
Oh,
thing is
look, this one has a different category. Sage.
probably the most fitting in terms of the stat distribution.
Yeah, I'm just in awe of this. Obviously, I'm biased because I created this, but it's so cool to see like a Fakemon that I created, like, kind of brought to life in like the actual Pokemon style. Wow, this is awesome. So cool, so cool. I really love this.
Pokemon number 4.
Whoa, he's a
Oh,
toad!
there we go.
Oh, that's my
That's
guy.
better.
Oh my god, this came out so good.
Ooh, how do you say that?
Oh my, wow. Oopa, I'm gonna mispronounce
Pugan?
it.
Upai Pugan?
I'm gonna butcher this.
We all are.
Iguana?
Upaguna.
No, Oopa.
Upagona.
Wait.
Oh, my
I
lord.
don't know how to pronounce this.
Can I call him Oof?
This is like exactly what I
He's
would have
oof.
imagined.
He's
Oh
oof.
my god, Oofa Poonga, let's go.
Oh,
He's a
Upa
buff
Punga,
frog.
okay.
He's so cool.
Oh, and that shiny's so good.
That is
Ufagogna are
good
proud
shiny.
Pokemon who work hard to gain their massive muscles.
You get it with the gains? Okay, I see you.
They're constantly training and performing athletic feats. Their stark colors intimidate wild Pokemon.
And their poisonous punch can knock out Pokemon thrice their size.
I don't want to be on the
Nice.
receiving end of this guy.
Really cool. Fits with the fighting typing and also fits with the poison typing really well because obviously poison dart frogs.
Yeah, I think the forest environment works. Like, everything about this works. The bright red color scheme is bold.
It really
Exactly
does.
what I would have wanted. This is
Because normally, like, the poisonous dart frogs, like... no, I was thinking of something else. My
exactly the
mistake.
vision.
Yeah, I think this is the best use of the colors that we were given. And its type and stat distribution, I think, also fits incredibly well.
I did think about poison dart frog a little bit, but I was like, I don't know how differently I could make it because we already have, you know, Krogunk and Toxicroak. But it's really cool to see here that, no, we can still have a Pokemon based off the same thing, but have a totally different direction. And we've had it before.
I think that Ron, like,
I mean, this is
nailed
pretty
this
good.
so perfectly. Oh my goodness.
And finally, Pokemon.
And it's actually still kind of impressive that the idea I had, almost no one else had a similar thought of. You know what? Maybe I should draw it and then post it on X and tag Ron in it, see what he thinks of it.
Pokemon number 5.
Oh my god, I love this one. Shit.
Oh,
Sporacle. Okay.
that's
I'm
good.
surprised that's not a name of an actual Pokemon yet. Sporacle.
Whoa, that is sick.
Whoa! Sporkle. Oh my
Nice.
god.
Ooh, okay, he might be my
It's
favorite.
like a death mushroom.
No,
Oh my god, almost looks like a ghost type or like a dark type too.
I don't know. It's giving ghost vibes.
I love Pokemon that subvert expectations, where you're like, oh, this is clearly Incineroar is clearly a firefighting type, and it's actually fire dark.
I
Yep.
love this.
This one is super sick. That
definitely a
like
death
that cape
mushroom.
that he has going on.
Wow, that's really cool. Very menacing.
Oh, this is a tough one. All right, let's see what we got.
Sporkle meditate all day to hone their senses.
At night, they stroll around
There
the
we go.
forest.
When attacked by hungry Pokemon, Sporkle slash their foes, leaving spores that instantly grow and drain the energy from their hosts.
Wow, that's so cool.
Sporkle are very perceptive.
And
It is
often end
pretty
up
cool.
training their former predators.
What? Whoa, whoa.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. So like after going after you, then it decides to train you. It's like, hey, I see your potential. Let's work together. Wow.
That is clever.
Wow, that's so cool.
But Sporkle is giving like wise granny energy.
It also has Oracle in the name, and if you know what an Oracle is, then
Sporkle is really up there with acidic for me. Oh my goodness.
I can't think of a single thing to make this guy better. I mean, brother is just built like he's built like Pokemon of the year.
Okay, I've got to decide which one of these is my favorite.
Yeah, I just keep going back and forth. They're all so good. I can't really tell which one is my favorite.
It's really close between Sporkle and acidic.
As Tom, I think I like the design of Sporkle better, but Rock Lee's vibes are just so funny, man.
Come on.
Dramodo, I like the drunken fist fighting style. That is such a cool reference, and I like that the way it was used with the dragon. Oh man.
It is between Dramodo and the frog I can't pronounce. I love them both. They're
Yeah,
great.
Upagana.
I mean, I just love reptiles, and well, frogs aren't reptiles. You know what I mean? They're the
They're
vibe of a
amphibians,
reptile,
yeah.
though, for sure.
Acidic Scythe is really cool. I like that concept. He's like a tiny little guy with the poisonous scythe.
Yeah, it's close. It's close. I think I still would have to. And the shiny is so good on Sporkle.
Sporkle definitely seems like, I really like the idea of like using its spores to
There we
like
go.
drain its foe's energy, and then it
And then
actually ends up
train
training
them.
them afterwards. That's pretty cool.
I do think I like
I will train you until you can beat me.
Dramodo the most,
Then
but
you will go.
I'm very biased. So if I don't vote Dramodo, it would be Ufapugna.
All right, I think I gotta barely give the edge to
I will unfortunately have to choose just Sporkle. Something about the like dark master that is actually willing to take on pupils.
Sporkle.
I am gonna go Dramodo.
But I think Sporkle makes a little bit more sense as that fighting type, especially with that physical attack, and that design goes toe-to-toe with any of these.
But honestly, I'm a sucker for frogs, so I'm gonna be real. I think I'm gonna go with Frog Guy. How do you pronounce his name again? Oh, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna mess it up so bad.
It's such a good design. I would want to use it if it was in a Pokemon game. I think that's going to be my number one.
And I'm the final vote. Here's the thing. For me, it was between Tamatox and Acidic. I think Tamatox is closest to the attributes and makes total sense. In the end, my vote goes to Acidic because it was the most fun to redesign and then ultimately draw. It's the most entertaining at the end of the day. But if I were to judge based on the attributes, it would be Tamatox. Regardless, in the end, Ufapugna won. The one whose
Only
redesign
one
was the
more.
heaviest, but you can't deny the personality, the colors, and how well it does actually mesh together all the attributes. But now it's
Yeah,
finally
it's
time for my
good.
guests to actually see the original designs before they were redesigned.
All right, let's see the original
here we go.
designs.
Oh my.
Wow, it's so cool to see like, you know, the original, like, yes, the draft or the concept version compared to the final. Very good stuff.
So Sporkle must be Ron's original creation.
Oh
which,
boy.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was Callum's.
4th Gen Gamer made Frog Guy. Really cool. I like the flexing. Okay, big muscles. We see it. We see it.
I think the most transformative one was probably mine. Mine probably looks the worst.
Asteroid, that's got to be the biggest glow up.
Almost looks like he's holding
Completely.
a paintbrush.
The vibe that Ron
Yeah, we all see a damn paintbrush, but it's a scythe.
gave this Pokemon, I think gave it a personality.
I'm very curious about his tiny little arm though. Like, what's going on with that? Like,
Yeah, what's with that black arm?
what is the reasoning behind that? But I do like that it's actually kept in the final one. So that was cool. Pretty faithful adaptation there.
I thought Ron was gonna change like more about them, but like really like they're just like it's like polished up, you know, it's just like polished versions of what we submitted. Like looking at the original drawings, like everything is like very, I mean Callum's, I mean that's a 1-to-1 recreation.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much
I guess
exactly
kudos to
1 to
Callum
1.
because like it didn't really need that much of a change or redesign. I feel like it was pretty solid.
Dromodo, honestly, is
Just
really
need
growing on me.
the,
The more I
alt.
look at him, I feel a sense of pride, and I'm like, oh my god,
Style.
I came up with that. Thank you for making him a real Pokemon.
Wait, man, we crushed this. Hey, good job. Other YouTubers, good job. We pat ourselves in the back. We killed this.
Everybody did such a good
Yeah,
job
you
at
did.
the original drawings.
I gotta give Ron credit though, especially on mine. There was a huge transformation.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me be a part of this. I love being a part of all your videos, to be honest.
Thank you so much, Ron, for having me, and I am so happy to see my Pokemon come to life.
Yeah, with all these links on screen, it's a little difficult to actually see them on to older people. So, that's what we're going to end off today's episode, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Until then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.